All right, so good evening, brides of 2025. I am delighted. I am I am delighted to welcome you to the 2025 edition of the 90 Days Husband Challenge. Okay, you're highly welcome. My name is Architect Sam Chukune, and I am the pioneer, the director, and the founder of Viral Plus Nigeria. We profile digital solutions to various human problems, okay, using artificial intelligence, social media, and tech. Okay, so today is the day that you have waited for, and it's finally here. Um, Before I go on, I want to tell you the story of Martha. Okay, Martha is a very young girl I met in Lagos. She's beautiful. Martha is elegant, tall. She has all the right curves in the right places. Martha is unbelievably beautiful. She's endowed in front, she's endowed at the back. She is what every man will want to look out for. Do you understand? Martha has beautiful dentition, she has brown gums, she has very small eyes and pointed nose. And of course, she has dimples. Martha is so fine and tall that when she passes you on the road, if you don't turn around and look at her, it means you're two things. It's either you're having a very bad day or you're having neck problem. So that was what happened. Martha is educated. She has 2 degrees actually, and Martha is a church girl. Martha is a decent girl that lives with her parents, okay, because her father is late, but she stays with her mother, and of course her siblings here in Lagos, on the Lagos mainland actually. So, but she works on the island. She works at Marina. You know all of those long, tall buildings. Her office is at the 18th floor of one of those high-rise buildings. So, I was admiring Martha, but then I looked closely. I saw that on her hands there's no rings. This happened some years back, right? Just a few years back. So I was wondering what could be the problem. Why is it that Martha is not married? Why? How come this beautiful young lady is not married? Is it that the men around her are blind, they can't see? Or what happened, right? Then I started to ask her, and then I discovered that look, Martha, excuse me, and then I discovered that Martha has no spiritual problem. Martha was not cursed. Martha is from a decent home. Martha works in a good company and earns her salary, but then Martha is 43 years old. And I'm thinking in my head, how did she get to 43? Was she divorced? Is it that she was once married or she lost her husband? She's a widow or something? I then asked her. She said no, that she has never been married before. Are you a widow? No, I'm not a widow. Okay, so do you have a child at home? She said no, she doesn't have a child. What is the problem with Martha? What exactly is the problem with Martha, right? What exactly is the problem with Martha? She said, am I going to marry myself? Husband never comes, so what's I go do? Do you understand? So I started to investigate closely. I now discovered the problem of Martha, which is the problem some of you here tonight actually have. By the way, if you're watching this video, it simply means the only reason why you're watching this video, seeing this video right now is because you are ready to settle down in 2025. That is the only reason why you're here. Okay, and if you're not serious about settling, if you're not ready to settle down in 2025, please, there's no need to join us. Don't join us. Okay, don't. This whole program, this whole project is strictly for those who are ready, genuinely, sincerely ready to settle down in 2025. And let me warn you, it's not just for people that want to come and wed. It's people that want to stay in their husband's house. Because I know that a lot of ladies just want to wed and snap picture and post on social media. This is not what we're here for. This training will not only train you to get a husband, it will give you husband and also train you and guarantee and ensure that you stay in your husband's house so you don't bring bad reputation to us or to your family. Do you understand? So I'd like to beg you, if you know you're not ready to settle down or you're not ready to stay in your husband's house, please don't join this program. Now beg we beg you. Do you understand? You have all the freedom to live your life the way you want it, but don't come and spoil other people's chances. Do you understand? Watch this video to the very end, because at the end of this video, we're going to group you into three different groups so that you know where you belong. Our game and our goal is one thing and one thing only. Number one, to ensure that you get married within 90 days. Or at most, you get married before the end of 2025. This is what this program is all about. Do you understand? However, we're going to take our time to put you through, to train you, to clean you up, to brush you, to reposition you, to repackage you, and you are ready to settle down. Do you understand? At the end of the day, we'll give you a list of husbands to pick from. There are a lot of, you see the way you're single and searching. That is the way there are a lot of other men that are also single and searching for you. But because of one or two reasons, you people's path has not crossed. I have always said this. There's a man for every woman. There is a man for every woman. Some of you have been married before. Probably now your head not correct, or the man's head is not correct, and somehow you people divorced. Some of you got married, everything was moving smoothly, then something happened and your husband is late. Some of you have never been married before, not because there's any village people that is chasing you, but because of your work, the kind of job that you do. You have a routine job that takes you from the house to work and work to the house almost every day, except on Sundays, right? So, and there are a lot of other reasons why women are still single, looking for husband, and I will break it down for you. But let me finish the story of Martha. So when I investigated Martha's case, I realized that Martha has a problem, and her problem is called the problem of visibility. She doesn't have spiritual husband. By the way, spiritual husband doesn't exist. Martha doesn't have spiritual husband. Okay, Martha doesn't have bad character. Martha doesn't. But Martha works in an office where her office is at the 18th floor. And her office, people don't really come in like that. Just few staff, top staff of the company that come. So every day she's just in front of her computer doing what she knows how to do best. They pay her to do her computer work, and that is what she does. Because of her job, she hardly had time for social media. Because she can't be at work and be on social media. The level of her work and everything. When I got closer and I discovered that Martha was 43 years old, and I began to ask, why is it that you're not married? What? She said nothing. That is she going to marry herself? That she has been like this, waiting, hoping that someday God. And you know the funny thing, there's an age a woman will get to. She's not a bad girl, but somebody wants to marry and someone else will tell him, Oga, can't you see her age? Does it mean that all these years, all the men that I've seen and nobody married her, it's only you that have eyes? It's only you that knows good things. Abby, it's only you that have seen a woman. My friend, look for a younger girl. Do you understand? This is Africa. A lot of that happens a lot. I've heard so many stories like that, where the auntie of a man told him, leave that girl now. She's old already now. Some will say, she's old now, she can't have children. Some will say, she will have complications once you marry her. Some will say, can't you see, she don't hear eye finish. Do you understand? Some will say, you want to go and buy second hand, something that many men must have used and don't. And probably the girl might just be a virgin, just like the case of Martha. Okay, when I dig deep, I discovered that Martha's problem was actually the issue of visibility. Visibility simply means putting yourself where people get to see you, or being visible. People seeing you or being seen. Do you understand? You know that woman is like goods in the market, in the shop. If you position it well, buyers will see it and they will come and buy. But there's a place, when you get to the market, there's a place your shop will be. You might have a shop in that market, but the shop is somewhere behind the market. It will be difficult for your customers to discover you. Sometimes, before your customers will get to where they will discover you, they have been distracted by the roads and they have bought other things. They are either tired, their money has been stolen, or the sun is too much, they are tired, they will buy from other people and they have gone. So when you come to the market, you see that people are struggling to have shops in the front lines, in the front of the market, in the front line, so that they will be visible, so that people will discover them easily and buy from them. It is the same thing that is happening now. How did we get to where we are now? In the olden days, it wasn't like this. In the olden days, people didn't used to live in the city like this, right? We used to live in our huts, in our various villages. Then the white man came. But before the white man would come, in those days, as a girl, immediately you're born, some man will come and put cowries in your head and pay your parents and say, I am paying her bride price. Not like paying bride, but I'm betrothing her to my son. So even as a child, you already have a husband. Okay, even if you grow up and you people don't end up marrying, someone already will marry you. Because in that village, almost everybody knows everybody. Number two, in the olden days, people used to marry 5 wives. Some of our grandfathers married 5 wives, 6 wives, 7 wives. And they were farmers, hunters, fishermen, and all of that, right? But today it has changed. After the white man came and introduced religion, Christian religion, the trend now is 1 man, 1 wife. Do you understand? So polygamy is no longer encouraged like it used to be in the olden days. Do you understand? But let me finish the story of Martha. So we began to work on Martha, cleaned her up, cleaned her profile up, taught her 1 or 2 things, and within 2 months, Martha got married, Martha got pregnant, Martha has 2 children now as I am talking to you. But let me shock you. During her wedding reception, because I attended, it was the first woman I ever used AI to help to get married. I got to the wedding reception, and during the Thanksgiving, during the, what's it called again, vote of thanks, the husband said that tonight will be a very powerful night between him and Martha, that he's suspecting that his wife is a virgin. So all of us, everybody laughed during the wedding reception. But then, during the child dedication, I was also there. The husband now confessed during child dedication that he wants to thank God for giving him a virgin. Are you hearing me? 43 years old virgin. So you see, it's not like Martha spoiled herself. Martha is this. Good girls can be stranded. Good girls, girls that did not commit anything. They didn't do wrong, so they've been living their life gently according to all the things, rules that society and their mothers. Yet, do you understand? So, why am I saying this? There are a lot of women that are listening to me right now. They don't even understand how they got to this age and they are not married. Because it's not like they were running around the street, they were misbehaving and living bad life. They were not bad girls. It's not like they refused to go to school. They went to school. They got a job. Everything that the society has said that if you do these things, then you have a good husband and all. They've done all of that. They are church girls. They go to the mosque. They go to church and all of that. They are good girls. Everybody can tell. But then, somehow, they are still single, no husband. Urbanization played a very major role. Urbanization simply means the movement of people, the relocation of people from villages to the city, okay? So, before now, like I told you, we used to live in villages, so almost everybody knew everybody. If a man is ready to marry, you just put out the words. His aunties, his uncles, his siblings will just take the word around. Oh, someone wants to get married. If you know any good girl, someone will say, I know a good girl somewhere in one family. That girl, very humble, she can greet, very humble, just like her mother. The father is a good man. Their family, they are very humble. Their family, they are good people, blah, 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 blah. That is it to recommendation before you know the girl is married. When urbanization came, people began to relocate from the villages. Once you were done with secondary, some will not even finish secondary school, they've left the village. Some will manage and finish secondary school and boom, they are gone. Are you getting it now? So they go to the township and then, of course, when Christianity came, our names started changing. So the issue of identity crisis began to come in. So people no longer identify themselves with tribal marks. They no longer have tribal marks. Before, once you see somebody's tribal mark, you could tell the family he's coming from. The second thing that happened was that when white men came with their religion, we started changing our names. Before now, when somebody mentioned their name, you will easily tell the family he's coming from. Simple. right? But now you have people that bear Sandra James. So Sandra James, when you hear Sandra James, you're wondering where in Nigeria you can't trace it. It's called identity crisis. It became a problem. One of the things that actually also happened in the 21st century, why it looks as if husbands are scarce, is the fact that people no longer travel to village like they used to. Before now, in the 80s, people travel to the village regularly. Christmas, Easter, August meeting, all of that, right? So when they travel to the village, they get to mingle. They mingle with a lot of people. They mingle with their age mates, other young people. They go to watch masquerade and sometimes they jam each other there, collect number, exchange, and all of that. It's no longer happening now. The issue of insecurity has reduced the number to less than 30%. The other 30% that comes to the village no longer come as often as they used to. And even when they finally come, the young people are so engrossed with internet, so they spend more time on their phones. So you see young girls that came back to the village, they don't come outside. Young boys that come outside, they are either doing Yahoo or they don't want to come outside at all. These are all issues. Do you understand? Before now, we used to go watch masquerade. During watching masquerade running around, you get to meet a girl and say, you will just exchange number before masquerade will come. Then it used to be to go, right? But now they have Instagram, they have all of this. But it's still not. Right? So you see the problem. So all of these things contributes. And then of course the issue of agege. Right? A lot of young men now wake up in the 21st century and decide that they are not interested in women. The few ones that are still interested in the women, they begin to hear stories of how families are crashing, how divorce rate is so high, how this one, that one, and they get discouraged. Do you understand? The way the society is talking about money, you go to church, they talk about money, you come outside, they talk about money, you open the internet, if you don't get money, hide your face. So most men now, their priority now is money. They don't bother about marriage and having children. As they are chasing the money, time is gone. The time they are supposed to marry you and begin to raise children, they are using to chase money. By the time they are done chasing the money, time has gone. Are you getting it now? So you might see a man that is interested in marrying you, but he's so demoralized inside because his pocket is not telling him the truth. His bank account is flat. So you might not even have the guts to approach you and say, I want to marry, because man is broke. You understand? Because when a man is broke, he doesn't have, his ego is so bastardized. His self-worth will diminish. Self-esteem bastardized. So these are the things that contribute. Of course, we can still talk about the Japa syndrome, where a lot of young people have left the shores of Nigeria, left the shores of Africa to go and hustle. Sometimes they go there, they marry white women. Some don't even marry, they end up being gay. Some don't even come back at all. So that is it. Some will say, if I go to Nigeria or go to Africa and marry a wife and bring her now to America or wherever, she now become a problem to me and all of that. Do you understand? So you begin to hear a lot of stories, a lot of reasons why a lot of men are no longer getting married. However, I can tell you for the fact, if you check the number of men on Facebook, you see that there are more population of men on Facebook than women. They are slightly above that women. What does that tell you? Husbands are not scarce. Okay, it's just that dynamics have changed. Dynamics have changed. Most of you, the people you have on your WhatsApp are the people that keep seeing you almost every day on your WhatsApp. Some of them, majority of them will not marry you. They are so used to you. You need to be exposed to a new set of people. You see, no matter how bad you are, no matter what happens to you, there's a man that will see you today and it will look as if they use charms on him. He will like, what? Where have you been all my life? I have seen it happen over and over and over again. If you're short, there are men that like short women because short women make them feel like they are giants. If you're fat, I know a lot of men that prefer fat women. I know a friend of mine that married a very fat lady. The lady is a lawyer. She's so big. When I asked him, he said, "Ask me no big, ask me no tall. I want any day I come out. Before you disrespect me, you look at my wife. The wife is tall and fat. Heavy." Right? So there are men that love fat women. Okay? It is their fantasy. They enjoy fat women. There are plenty. If you're slim, there are men that like slim women. Very slim women. Okay? So no matter who you are, whether you're tall, you're short, don't think because you're tall, that is why you're not married. Don't think because you think you're ugly, you're not ugly, my dear. If I show you pictures of women that have gotten married, that you're 10 times finer than, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked, I can guarantee you. If you think you're not educated, that is why you're not married. It's a lie. There are men that are so educated, they don't want to marry anybody that is a graduate because they don't like challenge. They don't want anybody that will come and be challenging them. So they prefer to marry a woman that is not that educated. That is what they want. That is their fantasy. You can't take it away from them. And if you think because you're educated, that is why you're not married. I know so many businessmen that say they must marry a graduate because they themselves, they do not go to school. So they are looking, their first priority is to marry a graduate. Number one, who will help them do children's homework and also help them with their business, their accounting and whatever. By the way, if you have any question, please write it down, paste it in the comment section. I'm going to read them and I'm going to answer all of your questions. Do you understand? So, it is very, very important that you begin to unlearn everything you thought you knew about yourself. I'm not saying amongst you there are no bad girls. So I know there are very bad girls amongst you, people that have done many bad things. But I don't know how bad you will ever be. Are you going to be badder than Jezebel? Jezebel was married by a king. As bad as she was, she got a king as a husband. If you think you're into runs and that's why you've not been married, have you heard of Delilah? Delilah was a runs girl, powerful one. The whole village, the whole politicians, they knew her. When they wanted to tame Samson, they said, we're going to use a very bad girl. Go and call Delilah. She's bad. Do you understand it now? So these are the issues. Okay, so these are some of the issues. So we want to encourage you. Unlearn the things you thought you knew. Okay? Unlearn the things you thought you knew. This is how we got where we are right now as a people. And it looks as if husbands are scarce. Husbands are not scarce. In this program, we're going to teach you the things that you need to learn. The basic class, which is the Golden Bride group. The Golden Bride group. Everybody that wants to pass through us to get married must go through that training. It's called the Golden Bride Group. The Golden Bride Group will teach you how to repackage yourself. It will teach you how to reoptimize your profile. It will teach you and show you where ready men are. It will teach you how to nail a man, how to win a man. It will teach you how to make a man marry you without telling him to marry you. It will teach you how to filter out the bad ones. Do you understand? It will teach you all of this, right? It will rebrand you, teach you how to rebrand yourself. And within 90 days, you're off the market. Okay? So that is it. We're going to use the internet and artificial intelligence. See, you see on social media, everybody's on social media. Some people might not be commenting. You might go to their page and it looks dry. They are not doing anything there, but they are on social media. There are hundreds of families that have discovered their spouses through social media and got married. There are plenty of them, right? Beautiful. Now, there are also women that thought their time is over and they later found out that through social media they're able to get married. In that Golden Bride, we're also going to teach you how to raise your value with the use of social media. how to change the way people perceive you with the help of social media. We're going to teach you how to position yourself where ready men will find you. We'll also teach you how to manage your conversations and interactions with these men. Because let me tell you the truth, a lot of people are visiting your profile, but they don't chat you up. They don't. Why? Because once they hit their head here, they come in, they see your profile, they take off. I'm telling you the honest truth. When it comes to social media, I'm a whiz. And I'm telling you. Okay? Now, the second group, and of course, everybody, whether you're in the first group or second group or third group, you must go through the first group, which is the Golden Bride. Right? The Golden Bride group. That's where we teach all the basic things that you need to know. Because number one, it's not just to give you husband. We need to teach you how to keep him. Because if we don't teach you the necessary things and teach you how to package yourself and rebrand yourself, you find yourself in the midst of men that are ready to marry, and none will click. I am telling you, none will click. For instance, today I told my secretary to bring the entries, and I went through all the WhatsApp chats, and I was, not all of them, but majority of them, and I was seeing where the system is telling you enter your name, your email address, and then your city. Can you believe that there are so many ladies that are so unserious? They have their disappearing messages turned on. So, at the end of the day, all the chat and all the messages, all the links and everything update that was shared with them will disappear. So the next day, they begin to ask the secretary, where is the links? Resend me the link. You see how unserious you are? No, you see, somebody that says she's tired of being single, she wants to get married, and then an opportunity shows up. Look at, just imagine. That's number one sign of unseriousness. Number two sign, they tell you put your name, put your email address, and then put your city. Some people will come and write patience, no email, Nigerian. Is patience your name? Is that how to write your name? So if they ask you your name, you say patience. Is that how to write your name? Do you understand? So these are some of the tiny, tiny things that can turn people off. But you need to unlearn. You need to unlearn them. You need to intentionally unlearn and clean up yourself. We're going to teach you how to do all of that. You see, social media is all about perception. Okay? If you want to appear as a very good girl, it is possible. If you want to appear as, and by the way, let me tell you something. A lot of men are looking for wives. They are not looking for girlfriends. In this Golden Bride package, the group, we're going to teach you how to present yourself as a wife. As a wife. I've talked a lot about the Golden Bride already. Everybody that is serious, that wants to settle down in 2025 must pass through the Golden Bride training. It is extremely important. Okay? The second group, they are called the Diamond Ladies. The Diamond Lady group is a group where we merge them with the group we call the Black Bond. The Black Bond. The Black Bond is a copy, the male version, the male copy of the Diamond Ladies. Are you hearing me? The Black Bond are men, over 300 of them, that are ready to settle down. There are white men there. There are black men there. There are Ghanaian men there. There are South African men there. There are men from the UK, men from America, black men from all over the world, and Nigerians. Right? It's called the Black Bond. The Black Bond group will merge with the Diamond Ladies. The Diamond Lady is the stage 2 of this program, right? So some people might decide to sign up for, if you sign up for the Diamond Lady package, we'll still take you through the Golden Bride training. And after the Golden Bride training, we grant you access into the Diamond. Because if you don't go through the training of the Golden Bride, it will be extremely difficult for you to cope when you enter into the Diamond Ladies. Because the men you find in Black Bonds, they are men of class, men educated, men of this timber and caliber. They are all ready to get married. Some of them are 30 years, some of them are 27 years, some of them are 45, some of them are 50. I think the oldest there is 54 years old. Do you understand it? We have very established men, we have businessmen, we have young entrepreneurs, we have tech gurus, we have all of that there. But we cannot expose you to that group until you go through the training of the Diamond Ladies. Of the Golden Bride, right? So that we teach you, file you up, clean you up, package you properly, teach you, train you on what to do and how to do what to do, so that when you finally enter into the Diamond Lady group, it will just click. All of these things I'm telling you must happen within the next 90 days. One of the reasons why we did not put you in group, because after now we're going to put you in group. You're going to sign up and we'll put you in different groups, right? So what will happen is this. After this particular live session, now you're going to go to our WhatsApp and indicate the group you want to belong to. Okay? We'll put you there. The third group is what we call the VIP Premium Group. The VIP Premium Group are rich, top class, working class ladies, right? They might not have the time to implement all that we're going to teach them. So we have a VVIP package for them. They will tell us exactly the kind of men they want, and we're going to merge them with that exact kind of men. We're going to search the whole world and bring them and merge them with them. Are you understanding me? So these are the three major groups that will be available. Do you understand? So beautiful. So whether you're learned, whether you did not go to school, whether you're this, whether you're that, find yourself in one of these groups. Okay? Make sure you join one of the groups. Okay? Indicate your interest somewhere and join the group. Okay? Whichever group you decide to join, please ensure that you participate. It's not for you to come pay and then you abandon everything, and then we don't want that to. If you know you're not going to participate, because we're going to give you a timetable, things you'll be doing every day. Every day there is an assignment for you to do, to implement. Okay, whether it's to go and we're going to introduce a lot of softwares, a lot of AI tools that will help you clean up. There are some of you that have made terrible comments on social media. You thought it's cruise. We're going to give you AI that will dig out all of those bad comments, repackage you, clean you up. Some of the pictures on your social media, it's not encouraging at all. It's not encouraging. A man will come there and begin to wonder, is this what my daughter will look like? Do you understand? So all of that, we're going to package in a way that you'll become irresistible. Okay? We're going to teach you all the things that you need to be doing so that in no time, you're going to move. Okay? That is exactly what we are doing. We've done it before. It's been a huge success. But we want to plead with you. Please, don't come here, sign up, pay, and then abandon everything. We don't want that. Participate. Participate. We're going to give you a timetable, a schedule, your personal private schedule of what you'll be doing every day for the next 90 days. Every day you do one of that. Every day you do one of that. And in 90 days, you're either engaged or you've wedded already. Okay? So please follow all the rules that we're going to give you. Follow all through. And it will be well with you. Do you understand? Forget about what your parents said. Forget about what your your siblings, the way they yab you, forget about your friends that have been saying this or that. Concentrate on what we want to teach you. Okay? On your wedding day, some of them will come and confess and say they are sorry. Sorry the way we spoke to you. We didn't know. Sorry. Do you understand? So, concentrate on what we're going to teach you. That is more important than what people have said about you. Do you understand it now? So, beautiful. Go back to our WhatsApp. Chat the admin privately. Indicate the group you want to belong to. And the admin will administer the registration with you and put you in the right group that you want to belong. Okay? This is what is going to happen. The golden bride is supposed to go for 100,000 naira. But for everyone that is in this particular, that came in through this training right now, if you sign up between now and the next 48 hours, it's going to go for just 35,000 naira. Okay, for just 35,000 naira, the golden bride. That if you're serious, if you genuinely want to settle down this year, if you're not, please just keep your money, just stay. There's nobody that is disturbing you. That's why this one is free. It's absolutely free of charge. So, but for the ones that are serious and genuinely ready to settle down in 2025, good and fine. Sign up with the golden bride. Okay? Between now and the next 48 hours, between now and the end of Monday, by the end of Monday next tomorrow, that particular promo will expire. It will return back to 100,000 naira. So if you pay between now and Monday, it will be just 35,000 naira only. For the diamond ladies used to be 300,000 naira. But anybody that will pay between now and Monday, it will only go for 200,000 naira. Right? The diamond ladies have both the golden bride inside of it. So if you pay for diamond ladies, you don't need to pay for golden bride again. It is this. The package you will also go through in the diamond ladies package, right? The premium, the VVIP premium package is strictly on reservation. That one, if you want it, you can just chat the admin separately. The admin will tell you the cost, you pay and join. That one is totally different. It's on a private, personal level. But for now, these two packages, or the three packages, you choose one. Okay? But remember, the most important thing is for you to learn and to become that which you want to become. Let me tell you something. The very day you unlearn the things you know now, your life will change. The very day you learn new things, your life will change. I know you think that you don't have chances, that look, who will marry me? I'm telling you, there are lots of people that will find you very, very fascinating if we rebrand you, repackage you properly. Some of you don't even know how to respond to DMs. You just see a message, you reply, good morning, and you're wondering why somebody is not marrying you. All of these things we're going to teach you in this training. You need to be taught. Okay, let me give you an example. You see in the Bible, there's a lady called Esther. Esther was brought among several other virgins for the king to pick. At the end of the day, Esther was picked by the king. But guess what? Before she was picked by the king, her uncle Mordecai had to package her, had to sit her down. It took him weeks, months, to brand her, package her, teach her things, oil her skin, put her together, and then on that day of the contest, put her out. And guess what? The king picked her. If you think you're going to jump into marriage, or a man will just pick you by doing there's a problem. There's a problem. It might take you a longer time to marry. In the Golden Bride, we're going to teach you the psychology of men. The psychology of men is a teaching that lets you understand how men reason, especially men that are ready to marry. Men that are ready to marry. There are a lot of red flags you didn't know that you're churning out. We're going to teach you that in the Golden Ladies, the Golden Brides group. It's called the psychology of men. How men think, how men see things, how men perceive things. We're going to teach you all of that in the Golden Ladies, in the Golden Bride group. So that when you now elevate and begin to meet men in the Black Bond group, you will not fumble. The Black Bond group is growing by the day. We have over 300 ready to marry men, including white men that are all there, right? So, and it keeps growing. Okay? But we want you to meet them ready. We want you to be ready when you meet them. Okay? Because when opportunity meets preparedness, when you're prepared and you meet opportunity, it clicks and the results are usually wonderful. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter whether you're a single mother, whether you have 4 kids, whether you have 3 kids, whether you have 2 kids, whether you have a child. There are men that prefer to marry single mothers because they believe that single mothers will give them peace. At least the woman will not be sleeping around. That's what they believe. I know men that say they prefer to marry a single mother because at least that one, you're sure that if you go to bed with her, she's going to get pregnant. She has nothing to prove. She already has a child. Do you understand it now? It means that her womb is intact. There are men that reason like that. So whether you're a single mother, whether you're... And there are men that... There's a white man in the Black Bond group, our group. He said that he cannot have a child anymore. He can't have a child. There's a problem with his productive system, that he can never have a child. That he needs a single mother that he can marry and then adopt those children, to raise those children to become his children. So, you see, it doesn't matter your kind of situation. There is a man for every woman. That is all I'm trying to say. Do you understand? Whether you want church boys, whether you want entrepreneurs, whether you want businessmen, whether you want this, you want that, you'll find them in the Black Bond group. Okay? So, chat the admin right now on WhatsApp, and the admin is going to put you through, send you account details, you make your payment, or send you link, you click on it, make your payment, collect your number, and then join, get your access and join the group. It is in that group that we will now begin to work on you every day till you get married. Do you understand it now? The reason why we didn't put you in any group, we just put you in a channel, is because we didn't want unserious people to come in there and begin to copy your number, or Yahoo boys, or all of those. Do you understand? We don't want that. We want you to be safe. We want it to be private. We want it to have security. Because the world is a terrible place right now. And people are looking for young ladies to take advantage of them. We don't want that to happen to any member of this our group. We don't want that. Do you understand? So we put you in a channel. That's why I put you in a channel. That way you get we post information, you see it. But then nobody gets to be able to chat you privately or collect your details. Do you understand that? But after now, once you privately chat the admin of that our WhatsApp, just chat the admin, just go to our WhatsApp and chat and say, I want to join the Golden Bride group, or I want to join the Diamond Ladies. They'll send you details, you make your payment, send receipt, and they will give you a number, a tag number, and then give you access into that group. You enter the group and stay there, and we begin to work on you. And God knows, no devil can stop your wedding from happening. My name is Architect Sam. If you have any question, just type it here in the comment section. I'll respond to all of them. Or if you don't, you can send it to our WhatsApp group. However, before I leave you, let me remind you, please write out the quality of men you want. The moment you make payment, send that write-up. Or if you can't write, if you no go school, you no sabi type, send a voice note, do a voice note, voice something and send it to the admin. Put your phone and say, this is the kind of man I want. List it out. I want a tall man that does it, that this, that. List it out, say it, and then send it as voice note. That is if you're not learned enough to type. If you know sabi type. If you know sabi write. Okay? Beautiful. So do it and send to the admin. Make your payment and you'll be ushered into the group and your journey begins. Okay? I wish you people all the very best. I'll begin to see you in your groups from now onward. And I believe God, before the end of this year, I'm going to chop cake. I'm going to eat cake at your wedding. I will eat jollof rice at your wedding. Thank you and God bless you. If you have any question, please put it down in the comment section. I'm going to respond to them one after the other. Mute your mic. Don't good evening. Don't greet. Just mute your mic. Please, we've lost a lot of time. Just mute your mic so that we can see the much we can cover up this night before it's too late. Okay. How to identify dangerous men. Okay. Number 4, I'll paste it in the channel so that all of you can read through and see all the programs are going to teach you how to rebrand yourself. Because some of you here, I personally visited your profile on Facebook and I can tell you it's not funny. If I'm a man that wants to marry you, if I visit your profile like that and I see what I saw on some of you people's profile, or more, I can't go to your DM and DM. It's not possible. So how to even rebrand yourself? You should understand perception. We're going to teach you all of that because people don't buy what they don't see. Perception is very, very powerful and important. The way a product or a person is perceived will determine the reaction or the reaction of the buyer or the consumer. That is just the truth. The beautiful thing, however, is the fact that with social media and artificial intelligence, you have the luxury and the tools to package yourself the way you want to be seen. Number 3, we're going to teach you how to unlearn the things that you have learned about yourself. A lot of you are not intentional about getting married. You pray a lot, you fast to get married, but you're not intentional. You just hope that one day somebody will just meet me and you marry me. Some days it works, some days it doesn't work. It doesn't. It's not. Most of the things around you, in fact, your life was by design. Your parents came together and said, we want to marry so that we can have children. So even your life was an intentional package, a product of intentionality. The clothes you're wearing right now, a designer sat down, thought of it, bought clothes, cut it into pieces, and so took your measurements. Intentional. Just look around you. Everything around you is a product of proper intentionality. Then why do you think you want to have marriage without being intentional about it? There was a lady I was asking, I said, what kind of man do you want? She doesn't even know the man she wants. I'm telling you, I thought it was a joke. I said, I was being serious. I said, tell me what kind of... She said that she doesn't care that any man that comes. You see the problem. So when you don't know what you're looking for, how do you even find what you're... How do you recognize what you're looking for when you see it? So you see the issue. So there are a lot of things we're going to teach you in the Golden Bride classroom. We're going to teach you. And there we're going to give you your manual for 90 days. There are things you must do every day you wake up. You do them and you tick it. At the end of the day, if you've done it, you tick it. We will follow you through and follow it up. Okay? So because we have a target. We don't just come here and tell you one day you get married. No. We don't come here and say, okay, don't worry, one day somebody will come. No, we don't do that. We have a target because anything that you don't set target is difficult to achieve. But if you say you want to achieve this thing in so number of days, you begin to, the ideas on what to do the first day, second day, third, the little step, the long time, short time plans will fall in place. And then you will see that by that time, by that very day approaches, you're almost as good as you have achieved your goal. Do you understand it now? So these are the things. But before I move to the next level, feel free to ask questions if you want to ask any question. Okay? But please, when somebody is talking, just mute your mic. When the person is done, you can on your mic. I don't want two people to be talking at the same time. We won't be able to hear anybody. Okay? So go on. Who has the first question for me if you've been hearing me? Who has a question? Let's go. Who has a question before I go to the next level? Questions, please. Questions. Have been no questions. Yes, go on. Tell us your name. Tell us your name. Good evening. Rachel, is that your name? Okay, Rachel saying go on. Go on. Okay, so she asked a question. She said, if it's from there that they are going to meet the men, or are we going to give the men their contacts and all of that? I guess that is your question, right? Okay, so let me explain. The men are in a group. It's called the Black Bond, the Black Bond group. Okay, that is where all the ready men are. Inside that group, you have white people, you have black people, you have Caucasians, all of that. They are there. For the ladies, we pass them through the first process, the first class, which is the Golden Bride. And once they pass through that class, we'll pass them through the second class, which is the Diamond Ladies. The Diamond Ladies is where we give you access to these men, right? But in the Golden Bride class, we'll teach you how to find these men yourself on social media. So it's something that you can actually do by yourself. And in the Diamond Ladies, we also expose you to these other ones that we have verified ourselves. Why are we doing so? We want people to be able to find you on social media and marry you, right? We want you to be able to do for yourself that which we are doing for you. We want to teach you how to do it and then teach you how to manage it, because out of experience, there are people that we've connected before. Both of them have exactly what they are looking for. We merged them, and then there was the commotion. Commotion how? Because we did not take time to train the lady on what to do or how to handle or what to expect or how to handle this. So it did not work out. I'll give you an example. A lady that doesn't understand how the mind of men work. A lady that wants to get married. Naturally, there's this desperation. The more you try to suppress it, the more you suppress it, the more it comes up, okay? And then the man begins to dictate that there is desperation. That desperation repels him out. For the lady, she would think that desperation is supposed to make the man come closer to her. No, the desperation repels the man away. So, but if you don't know these things and you enter into anybody's profile and then you discover you people match and then you get talking and then you're wondering why it's not responding back again. In fact, there are ladies in this group now that don't understand ordinary courtesy. You know what courtesy is? Courtesy. There are some that don't know, that don't understand courtesy. In fact, there are people that jump in here. I saw the chat with my PA, and the first thing they wrote is, please, where are the men? I need to get married now. I'm telling you, that's the first thing. There's no, hi, hello, I saw your program of, there's not just, where are the men? In fact, there's one chat I saw, Esther showed it to me. The person wrote, how is it even possible? Please stop playing. That's what the person came into the WhatsApp. And so with that person now, she doesn't believe it's possible for her to get married this year. Do you understand? So no matter what you're doing to her now, you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your time. So we prefer to first work on the mind and then open up the door. With that, you become a magnet. A magnet. The people you're going to meet, they are not the first people you've ever met in your life. Say the truth. Most of the ladies that are in this room right now have met so many men. Some men have approached you, whether for marriage or friendship, but somehow, and you're wondering, what could be the problem? It's not a spiritual, most times it's not spiritual problem. Most times it's not spiritual problem. It's just minor things, which we're going to teach in the Golden Bride class, and then we open up the Diamond Ladies class for everybody to get to meet with it. We are not the person that will tell you pick this person or pick. No. You enter the room, you go through people's profile, go through their videos, you see the man you like, you try to check him out, see what he's all about, how he talks, how he walks, his profile, what he does, where he stays, all of those things. Check it out. If it fits into what you're looking for, you go on and chat him up. And that is it. But for every man you find in the room, there are men that are of age of marriage, number one. Number two, they are ready. In fact, they are looking for you. You know, women think that the way they are searching for men, that men are not searching for them. That is what you think. There are men that are looking for wives to marry right now. I'm telling you, even on social media, there are men that are looking for wives to marry now. I'll share you a story. How many of you know Moses Bliss? You know Moses Bliss, the one that sings music, a Christian musician here in Nigeria, Moses Bliss. He used to have long hair. Like, he just got married to a Ghanaian lady recently, and the wedding was popular, and they have a child now. There's something he said in his testimony of how he met his wife online that really shocked everybody. I paid attention to it because I noticed a lot of people did not pay attention to it. Moses Bliss said something. He said for 3 years, he was ready to marry. So for 3 years, he was busy looking for who to marry. You know, people think that men don't have problem, that there are more women, that men will just come and pick it. No, they search. Even as we speak, people are visiting your profile on Facebook. They are visiting your profile on Instagram. You understand? So there are ready men that are ready. The moment Moses Bliss saw that girl in that his dance video, he went straight and DM'd her, and he did not waste time. He started planning the wedding. Everything started. So, for some of you that think that men don't really take time, men don't use 2 years to plan wedding. Men, it's only women that take 2 years to plan their wedding. Men, I am a man, I can tell you, men don't use 2 years. Men don't use 1 year. I've never seen a man that planned his wedding for 1 year. I've never seen. At most, they will use months. And if you check that months, you discover it is the lady that is telling him to calm down so they can do this, plan this one, plan this one. For the man, most times, they just want to do that wedding now. And you understand? So that is how our program works, okay? Everyone must go through the Golden Bride so that you get to learn what you're supposed to learn, so that when you open this door to this other ready men, you'll not begin to ask, what happened? No. Even those men, they are very cultured men. So we don't even expose them to ladies that are not well behaved or people that we've not screened and, put through some process. Not somebody that will come and say something and you'll be wondering, how did this person even get into you people's program? Do you understand? So that is it. I hope I answered your question. Oh, You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, who is next? Do we have any other question? Question, please. Shoot me. I want to answer your questions, please. It makes me feel like you've been listening to what we've been saying. If you don't ask questions, it looks as if you just joined us and went to the kitchen to cook. So we are all good, right? It's like my camera paused. Can you people see me? Is it network on? So, but then once you're done with the Golden Bride class and implement all that we teach you in that class, even you'll be surprised at the kind of people that will be coming to your DM on social media. You'll be surprised. Apart from people you're going to meet through our programs, your profile will begin to attract, you'll be seeing the kind of people that will be visiting your profile. There are a lot of Nigerian women and even Nigerian men that left Nigeria and Africa for greener pastures abroad. Then they got there and then it was no longer funny. Now they get to UK or America or somewhere, they need to stay for 5 years to get their papers. There is a woman from the north that is in this house that refused to turn off her microphone, and she has children and the noise is bouncing back. Is it Abuja or Niger or Jos? Okay? Turn off your mic now. If you want to ask a question, turn your mic on and ask the question, right? So they travel abroad and then marriage became a problem. Most times they travel at the age of late 20s, some travel at mid 30s. And by the time you chop out 5 years and add to their years, the person is already clocking 40 years. If it's a woman, she begins to panic. The men abroad don't want to marry Nigerian women abroad. The men in Nigeria don't want to marry the woman, wants to marry the woman abroad, but the woman abroad is afraid of the men in Nigeria. Because if she comes to marry them and takes them abroad, they might turn around and betray her here. You see the dilemma now. So it becomes a problem. And abroad, the weather is not funny. The weather can be so cold, loneliness, isolation, plus pressure from work. All of these things put together. Right? So, but with this kind of program, you can meet somebody that is based in Nigeria, someone that is based abroad, someone that fits. Whose microphone is that now? Hmm? All right, ask your questions, please. So we can close for today. I think we have tried for today. If you have a question, ask so that we can close for today. We've tried. Some minutes to, okay, after 9. Does anybody have a question? Yeah, good evening. Yes, go ahead. Tell us your name, then ask your question. Your name is? Okay, Cecilia. Yes, go on. Yes, Cecilia, go on. Yes. I can't hear you, Cecilia. Yes, the men have their own platform, we call it Black Bond. That is where we scrutinize. That is where we do security check. That is where we also train them. That's also where we also try to check their background so that we don't end up having criminals or ritualists or Yahoo boys or bad people, in the group. We filter them out. It's not all about money. No matter how much you pay to join our program, if we do your background check and we discover anything that is faulty, we'll just send you out. Okay, because we don't expose our women to all manner of men. We don't do that. Okay, there are men that have tried to sign up and we did a background check and we told them, no, please don't bother signing up. Okay, don't bother signing up. That's part of the things we're going to teach you in the Golden Brides class, Okay, so that when you look at somebody's profile on social media, we'll show you where to check. Okay, because one thing with computer is that computer knows, you see, Facebook knows you more than you know yourself. You might think you're smart. You might think Facebook, I can swear to you that Facebook knows you better than you know yourself. Do you know why? Let me share with you people. I know that some of you are tech savvy here. Then some of you are not that tech savvy. But let me share with you. Okay? One of the major reasons why Facebook was designed by America was to use it to fight crime, especially crime that borders on national security. Okay? American government is one of the major sponsors of Facebook. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before. Because with Facebook algorithm, they were able to track what's his name again? This guy that did 9/11 bombing. Saddam Hussein. No, it's not Saddam Hussein. It was Osama bin Laden. They have been able to use social media to track some of the toughest criminals in the world. Social media is one of the tools they use in monitoring almost everybody. As far as you have a phone in your hand, they have your data, whether there's a SIM card in that phone or not. I know some of you think that it's only when you turn your camera on that your camera is on, right? But do you know that your camera is always on? Both your laptop camera is on 247. Your phone camera is on 247. Except you use sellotape, black sellotape, not even ordinary, black sellotape and cover it. That's the only way you say it's not on. But as far as there's no sellotape on it, in fact, that is how they catch all these Yahoo boys. Yahoo boys will think that they are smart, they are intelligent. They don't know that somebody is somewhere in America watching you eat, watching you bath, watching all your activities. Until they are ready to come and pick you, they will come and pick you. As far as your phone is on, your mic is constantly on. Your mic is constantly on. If you want to try what I'm telling you now, today, call your friend or your sister or your sibling. Tell her that you want to buy an iPhone. Talk about iPhone for some minutes, then end the call. Or chat with your friend on WhatsApp and say, I want to buy iPhone tomorrow. Chat with them for like 20 minutes about iPhone. Then close the phone. If you wake up tomorrow morning, the first advert you're going to see on Facebook is the advert of phones, iPhones. Okay, so they are listening to our conversations. They are watching us. They are doing everything. Do you understand? So the systems has more data about you than you have about yourself. Okay? So if you're a bad person, it is there in the back end of the system. If you're a good person, it is there in the back end of the system. Where you go every day, all your activities, all your movement, it is recorded in the back end of the system. And you cannot be smarter than the system. So we know how to run our background check. If you're a man, you want to enroll into our system. Even as a girl self, you want to enroll and you have bad intentions. With time, we'll find you out and we'll throw you away. Do you understand? So that is how it works here. Okay? Because for us, safety is much important. Okay, but we also ensure that we teach you these things so that you can also attract men for your own self. So you have multiple options, because there are some people that might say, I don't want to join this class, so I want to go and do my. They will just go and set up their profile, clean up their profile on social media, and I begin to attract the kind of men that they want. There's a way you position yourself on social media today. By tomorrow, you have 10 men chatting you up in your DM. I'm telling you for a fact, for free. By tomorrow, and it doesn't matter whether you look 50. It doesn't matter whether you have 3 children, 4 children already. It does not, like I said in the beginning, all those things doesn't matter. Next question. I hope I answered your question. Do you have any other question? Okay, so for the ones that are serious, because it's not everybody that is serious about 2025. It's not everybody that is serious. For the ones that join this live this night, you're going to have 50% discount on all of the classes. Anyone you want to sign up, I'll tell, what's her name, Esther, my PA. She's going to give you people 50% discount for the people that are here this night. The people that are not here this night, the ones that are not patient, the ones that did not bother, when they come, they will pay full price if they want to join. Do you understand? So that is it. So when you chat Esther, Esther will send you the form, you fill in your details, and she'll give you access to the classroom, the Golden Bright classroom. You enter and your program begins. Okay, after 7 days, we'll close the door, because we don't want late comers that will come in late and then begin to drag us back. Okay, that is how it works. So I believe I've answered all of your questions this night. But if you still have any more questions, feel free to chat the admin up on WhatsApp. She will send those questions to me, and I'll answer them and send them back to you. Okay? And for the people that are talking bad about you, please ignore them. There are some women that their parents are treating them so bad just because they are still single. I know of a lady that her siblings said that she's the one that brought bad luck to them, because she's the first child and she's not yet married. That because of that, they are not married. That she's the one that is bringing bad luck to them. Please ignore those things. Use cotton wool and block your ear. Why? Because they are tampering with your mind. They are tampering with your heart, and it's not good, both for your health and for the thing you're looking out for. Okay? There are some mothers that will put so much pressures on their daughter. What are you still doing here? Go to your husband's house, blah, blah. Please ignore. Try as much as you can to be happy and stay positive. Good things only happen to positive minds. When your mind has a lot of negativity and, chaos and toxicity, it's not always easy. Because even when you meet a man, it is what you have in the content of your heart that you're going to pour out. Okay? So ignore all those people. And for the pastors and imams that used to tell you have spiritual husband, probably because you're fair in complexion, they will not say you're not married because you have spiritual. They want to conduct deliverance. Please, cancel every deliverance for now. Cancel it. Your problem is not spiritual. Calm down. Let us finish this program. Let us see why you will not get married first. Do you understand it? So, be happy. Drink a lot of water. Watch what will make you happy. Put yourself in the right mood always. Smile, because your day has come. And begin to plan your wedding. Don't come here and begin to run from pillar to post. Somebody will chat you now, you get confused. You begin to shout, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Men don't have all of that time. Do you understand? Plan your wedding. Begin to plan it. If you notice, we intentionally were putting a lot of wedding gown videos so that you begin to have idea of what you want to wear, because you must wear it. All right, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Do have a wonderful night. God bless you all. Okay? All right, good night. All right, good night, ladies. Good night. Ladies, try to sleep well. Like I said earlier, please write out the kind of man you're looking for. The moment you register with Esther, she will give you the form you fill. You send in your preferred kind of person so that we'll know what we're working with and what we're targeting, right? So that there are some people that chatted us up and said they wanted to marry white men. That it's only white men they want to marry. So that is it. Whether you want white man, you want Nigerian man, you want Ghanaian man, you want UK, you want Caucasian, anyone. State it there, state the character, state the physical, whatever, depending on what you want. Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, I say gentlemen, ladies. Do have a wonderful night. I hope you learned something this night too. I hope this live was beneficial. Okay. All right, so try and sleep well. Yeah. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So we're going to see in the classroom. The classroom will be opened on Tuesday. Okay. So registration starts now till Monday evening. After Monday evening, Tuesday, the class will be open and we begin. Your program begins immediately. All right. Do have a wonderful night rest.